I'm 28.
And so?
Speaking on the position of Tom, I think he's a product of his time. I think that the nicest thing about kind of our three characters is kind of echoing what Emma said, but I think despite all the complexity and the kind of deceiving nature of like a lot of aspects of the kind of triangle between them, there's also just a lot of like very real friendship, I think, as well. I think, Tom's love for Marion is very real, and Tom's love for Patrick is very real, and I think that part of why it's so painful in the story is because I think Marion and Patrick are actually very good friends, and there's like a very real love there as well. So I think just having that kind of duality of, everything not being so kind of black and white in terms of, well, you've wronged me and that means I don't like you anymore, and all that kind of thing. It's not really how the world works and how human beings work. So I think there's so much nuance to them and so much complexity that comes for people in real life around, sexuality and finding themselves and all of that kind of stuff. And I think, around sex in particular and sexual relationships being, shrouded in kind of fear for a man in that time, for Tom, for example, and fear and shame and all these things that you don't necessarily know that much about if you don't encounter other, homosexual men at that time. It's, for someone like Tom, it's all of his feelings towards men, I would imagine, feel just so foreign. So, I think just kind of anytime it's that complex and you're getting to play with like actual nuanced kind of human emotion is I think at different points in the story you're able to see bits of yourself and sometimes maybe not your favourite parts of yourself in different characters, and I think that's why it kind of resonated with me so much. Was just, whether it's Marion's kind of, kind of like acceptance of, or kind of like going along with things kind of reluctantly, or, all the different kind of like, kind of more deceitful parts of the characters and all of that. I think there's just a very human aspect to all of them. I think that's probably what did it for me.
The whole story is about wasted time, and I think wasted time is the most devastating thing, because it's the only thing we can't control, it's the one thing we can't have back, and the one thing that I think matters, whatever kind of life you've lived, at the end is you think back on time with people you love and time that you spent. I mean, I'm assuming I haven't been at when I've died, but you get what I'm saying.